All right, well, let's get some insight now from Taufiq Rahim. He's a political analyst and director at GlobeSight. He's also a visiting fellow at the Dubai School of Government. He joins us now live on the telephone from Doha. So, Taufiq, just give us your reaction, first of all.
I mean, it's an absolutely traumatic development. I think people were not expecting this to happen right now. It's been nearly 10 years after September 11th. There have been countless efforts both in Afghanistan and then in Pakistan to track down Osama Bin Laden. And for this to happen right now, I think it's taken many people off guard. And particularly for President Barack Obama, it's a huge development domestically ahead of the elections next year. I think it's less impact internationally, even though it's still quite significant. You
say less impact internationally. Obviously, there are going to be varying views out there, but how is this likely to be accepted or welcomed or received by the Arab world?
Well, you know, in 2001, George W. Bush said we're going to capture Osama Bin Laden, dead or alive. You know, that initial American euphoria and the reaction to that in the Arab world or wider Muslim world has died down significantly. There are a lot of other leaders from Al-Qaeda within that structure, that loose structure, that have appeared, like Anwar al-Awlaki, that have been more at the forefront than Osama bin Laden. Definitely there might be some momentary reaction, but I don't see a significant groundswell of people coming out in anger, etc. I think there's been a fundamental shift in the Middle East since September 11th that kind of is overshadowing Al-Qaeda these days. And the other thing is a lot of the acts being carried out by Al-Qaeda, such as the one recently in Morocco, are a little bit divorced from bin Laden's direction. So in terms of even the impact on the Al-Qaeda structure itself, he wasn't playing as active as a role, at least,
right.
I mean, that's assumed as before.
Now, you mentioned that this caught everybody off guard, but it was interesting to hear President Barack Obama say that actually nearly a year ago in August, they first had a lead that Osama bin Laden may be hiding out in this compound in Islamabad, Pakistan, in the mountains. And then after many, many months of verification, he decided last week that there was enough intelligence to act. And then, of course, last night he authorized the operation itself. How has Osama bin Laden been able to hide out so well? I mean, he's been on the run since effectively 1998 and then since 2001.
Yeah, I mean, I think between 1998 and 2001, they had a relative idea of where he was in Afghanistan, and there were varying decisions made on whether to attack. And President Bill Clinton at one point had the location of him, his compound, and withdrew from an attack at the last minute based on advice from some of his advisors. I think after September 11th, there was varying information on where he was. There was a general consensus that he was in some of the mountainous areas of Pakistan. But, you know, that's a very tough terrain. There's a lot of tribal structures. He can continue to move between different villages. And so it was just really trying to track down exactly where he was and convince the right people to share information. And so it's not wholly surprising that he was unable to be captured sooner. Obviously, this also reflects on the Pakistani government and the extent to which perhaps there are elements in the government that did not want him to be captured sooner.
Yeah, interesting, the Pakistani angle there. Okay, well, we're going to talk much more about this hour, but Taufiq Rahim, thank you very much for being with us. Taufiq Rahim from the Dubai School of Government.